Good morning, all my crafty friends. This is Pam from Shabby Vintage Dreams, and I am back. I've been away for a while. My husband and I, as most of you know, we retired and we relocated to Lisbon in Portugal, and we love it here. The only problem is it took so long for me to get my craft things shipped from the United States, from California to here to Lisbon. So it was fine. Everything got here fine, which I'm very grateful for, but it just took so long to unpack and get everything in place in my new craft room. So I am finally up and crafting again. That feels wonderful. And I'm here to show you a recent project I just finished. This is a digital by Patti Carrow, and I highly recommend that you get this digital. This is absolutely a beautiful, beautiful kit for a journal. I will link, in case you don't know Patti, I will link her information at the bottom of this of the video here, the bottom of the page, so you can see how to access it if you don't know. The kit is called the Vintage Dressmaker, and I adapted it for myself, and I called mine And So It Begins. And it's just a beautifully, the colors are so beautiful. The colors are mostly in taupes, soft browns, vintage shades, vintage pinks, really, really pretty colors. And I took advantage of that, and I really am a shabby chic kind of girl, but I thought I'm gonna do this. It's so shabby looking, and yet it's vintage looking, and I just really loved it. So here is my version of the Vintage Dressmaker journal by Patti Carrow. So I start out with, it says, "And So It Begins." I got these little tags. I put several of them throughout the kit. These actually have been in my stash forever. It was a digital from Mrs. Cog, her webpage. I think she has an Etsy store as well. And these are all little sewing phrases, and I had those in my stash, so I use those throughout the journal as well. And on the cover here, you can see I put the little, like the end of a spool here, the little scissors. I put some lace here with a really sweet dangle. And on the dangle, I put some scissors and a little thimble, along with a pearl charm that says "Made with Love." I did use stickles throughout this journal. I really love stickles. I also love Wink of Stella, but for this particular one, I just had it on hand, so I went ahead and used the stickles. And the color I used was diamond. Diamond seems to go with just about anything you put it on, and it brings out the color of what's under it. So in other words, this rose here is a really soft pink rose. When I put the stickles on top, the stickles have a rose looking effect. So they kind of take on the color of what you put the stickles on, which I really liked. So yes, so you cut out the whole thing, the digital, you print it, you ink it up, which I did, and then open it up. And it's actually 4 pages. And I'll go through this with you page by page and show you what I did with it. It's just, she beautifully put it together, let's put it that way. It's really, really nice. So on this first page here, I have 1, 2, 3 pockets. And in each pocket, I did use some stickles on the pockets just to decorate it. I used a couple of little rhinestones and little flowers here, you can see. And then what I did was just start putting tags in. So this first tag I put in, and all these tags, every tag you see is included in this kit. I didn't add anything except one thing, and I'll show you when we get to that. So all these pictures are from the kit. So this is the first tag I made. I made a little pocket here and put 2 little tiny tags together inside this pocket. And then I put it back in here. So pocket in a pocket. I used a little bit of vintage lace here just as a little bit of a highlight on this pocket. When you take this tag out of this pocket, you can see I did stickle this up. I made a little side tuck, and then I have these two darling little tags that I put in here and tuck those in. I can't express to you how pretty these images are. The images are all of things in a dressmaker shop, obviously. So many beautiful clothes. She has up close snippets of the fabric. For example, you can see this one. Up close snippets of fabric and spools and threads and anything, scissors and sewing machines and things that you would find in a dressmaker shop. It's just beautiful. It's like a step back in time. So then we come down here. Here's again, you can see here the spools of material and thread here. So sweet. And then the little sewing machine down here, same thing, thread, scissors, and this is another tag I just put a little bit of stenciling on. So there's a lot of images in the kit to cut out, and I did cut all of them out, put them on other cards. I left the backs of all of these plain for journaling, and you could actually ink them up or print them double sides so that there is no white showing, but for this particular one, I just left everything white on the back. Okay, so then you come to this second one here, and these actually fold out again. Let's see if I can get all that in camera. So we'll start at the top here. Again, I used one of these pretty little tags from Mrs. Cog, and it says, "Keep calm and grab the seam ripper," which any dressmaker would have to do. And then in this is a pocket for tags. Again, more beautiful fabric, you can see. I only put one tag in these, but there's, as you can see, there's plenty of room in here for more if you want to put more tags in there. And then the same thing down here at the bottom is another fold out tag. It just folds up into the kit. And this is beautiful, a beautiful bodice on a dress, you can see. Isn't that pretty? The images are just gorgeous. Okay, so this has really pretty pockets. I'll take all these out so I can show you. These pockets are, I don't know what you call them, if there's an official name, but they're the ones that are just rounded, and they're layered. So it's 3 layered pockets. And these pockets all have the beautiful fabric, pearls, and the things that dressmakers would use on beautiful garments in that day. So in the first pocket, again, I just put some beautiful tags of the dresses. You can see these. And I tried to just alter the tags, the sizes in the tags, so that they would each be, you know, a little bit different in each pocket. And in this last pocket, I love the color on this dress, this bodice. Isn't that pretty? You can see it, there you go. And this one, as neat as a new pin. And all the dresses are hanging in the closet. Isn't that pretty? In the shapes and everything there, beautiful. So those go in the top pocket. Oops, I lost my light there. Hang on just a second. I'll see if I can get it back. There's always a little glitch with this light in here, it seems like. Let me see if I can get that back on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, so these pockets are great. These tags just slide in, and then these 2 pieces fold inside, and of course I would have images on those too. This one says "So Happy," and there's a little I added this little measuring tape charm there. Then you go to the third panel, and again this has got 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets, and I put things in all of them. We'll start at the top. I use this little coat hanger paper clip on this one. Isn't that cute? Backs are all empty for journaling. Cut out this tag of this beautiful dress in the making. And then inked it up and put it on a larger tag. And that slides into this pocket. These two little tags come out of the next pocket. And again, just beautiful images of the dresses. This is one of the few tags that actually has color in it. Most of the tags are just the sepia and pinks, but this one does have some flowers in it. And this is almost like you could use it as a bookmark. I love doing different shaped tags. Makes it a little different. Then in this next pocket, I just have a single one of this dress, but I did stick lid up because it just looks so gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? Hope you can see the shimmer I used on the stickles there. So that goes in that pocket. And then this one, again, a beautiful bodice on a dress form. More stickles on that. And like I said, these pockets will hold many more tags. I just put a few things in so you could get the sense of the layout. And then this fourth one is just so, I just love this fourth one. So at the top, it's two pockets. The top one is sharp as a needle. And in here, you can see again the beautiful laces and things that you would find in a dressmaker studio. And I just put a little bit of stickles on these two tiny tags. And they're just so cute. And I layered those and I just put those down in this little tiny pocket. And then the bigger pocket, isn't this pretty? Look at this shape of the pocket she did. I love that. I put a little wooden button here from my own stash. Again, you can see the beautiful fabric and lace in the background of this. And then what I did in this pocket, I used another one of the little hanger paper clips, and there are 3 tags in this one. Little tiny one, a medium one, and the larger one with the bodice. So I layered those up as little tags for journaling, put the little hanger on them, and that was set. And then this is the one piece I told you that I added that is not included in the kit. I had this in my own stash. It's the cover of a pack of needles that I got. I believe I got it at Hobby Lobby, I'm not sure, but so I inked it up, made it look older, and then on the back I put a tag for journaling. So that's in there, and then this beautiful tag with a little flower here in the back. So those all slide into this pocket. And you might think we're through at this point, but we're not. I can tell you that right now. It's load. This thing is loaded. So you turn this page now in, and you've got another, not a pocket, but a slide, I guess you would call it, on the back of this page. You can see when I take these out, the beautiful fabric. See how she's got the satin and all these beautiful laces and stuff layered on the paper. Isn't that pretty? And then here is a dresser where she's working and she's got the dresses hanging. And then for this, what I did was I did make it a little slide. I made like 2 bookmarks or 2 just really vertical tags, and dressed those up a little bit and made them 2 different shapes on the bottom and layered them in 2 different sizes so that when you slide it in, it looks like that. And then when you turn this, you've got yet another page. And this is, these are 2 pockets, but they're faux pockets. So in other words, it looks like these little flaps lift up, but instead they are just pockets up here. And I've just put little, beautiful little tags, inked them up, put those in here. There's so much writing space inside this journal. It's incredible because there's just so many tags and pockets that you can pull from. And then in this pocket, same thing, 2 more really pretty tags. Look at this fabric and everything. It's so beautiful. Roses, flowers, look at the little scissors. Love this. And then what I did on this one is I made 2 little teeny tiny envelopes, and I inked them up, and I actually put a little card in each one. So you can actually, if you wanted to, put something small on the back of there or journal something small. This one too. A little tiny, like, I love you kind of note. I just thought they were so cute. And then when you completely close it, the back of the journal says, "Don't needle the seamstress." And again, the beautiful fabrics. I put a little bit of a ruler here, the thread here, and I put a little stickle on that, a vintage looking button, and I added some more of the vintage lace here on the back. I wanted to leave the middle part pretty open, so that when I tied it, same here, this is pretty open, so that when I tied it back, that wouldn't, wouldn't interfere, it wouldn't be in the way. So like that, and then I went ahead and wrapped it and tied it back to keep it tied down. So that's it. That's my journal. Like I said, Patti did a fabulous job on this. I had so much fun making it. And of course I had to do it in several stages because, first it was cutting out all the pieces, and then it was inking everything, assembling the journal, and then the fun of decorating it. I just had a wonderful time. It was very, very therapeutic. So again, I will attach the information below, so you can contact Patti or go to her shop and buy this digital, very, very reasonably priced digital. And it just, you get so much out of it. And the best thing is you can use these over and over and over again, if they cross over into other journals or anything else you might want to make. So thanks for watching, everyone. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And I hope to be back real soon with more videos. Now that I'm back in business, I hope to be sharing a lot more of the beautiful things I'm finding to make. And during the almost 2 years that I was not on Facebook or YouTube with these things, I discovered a lot of really talented people that are making digitals and these beautiful kits. And so I'm really having a lot of fun getting back into the swing. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.